kind of you. Thank you.
We're going to show you some. Scott Kaufman actually has a video that he filmed about with that. He was flying a drone overhead and everything. It's going to be pretty cool. Then this last Saturday, Renee King hosted the SMA Christmas party.
Between Roddy and Larry.
They all know now.
Oh, yeah.
Should have snuck us in the front door. We could have come in here, stood at the
Everybody
back.
was up over here 15 minutes ago. Right. That's why I figured we'd bring you in the back door.
Thank you. I like your pizzas.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Right down here past the bar is the...
Has anybody brought their voting ballots for the elected board officer and have not given them back yet?
Peppermint, green tea, honey, and lemonade, lemon. All hot tea, and it's for cold. It's really good.
Watch the Wheeler Dealers show on the Velocity channel.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Well, then you're probably going to really like this. All right? We have Mike Brewer and Ed China here tonight. So I'll try not to bore you too much before I can call them up here. Okay? Then we have our nice sales trade and an awesome raffle, and we're going to wish you guys a Merry Christmas at the end of the night. So here we go. How'd you hear the club, and do you have a Mustang?
We have a few Mustangs.
It's like having your pudding backwards, though.
That's why I'm making more of the raffle, because I can say that for later.
Right, so you're claiming it. You're just claiming it.
Do you like peanut butter?
Yeah.
That is to die for.
Yeah, but that just looks amazing.
But it's sugar-free, that doesn't count.
Hot Wheels don't count.
Sugar-free.
He's not old enough to have 4 Mustangs.
Is it really?
That one is to die for.
I'm not waiting for... I'm going to go now. I'm going in.
Mike Brewer and Ed China.
Thank you, Roddy. Just when the bloody food turned up. What's up with you? Ladies and gentlemen, hello everyone. I'm Mike.
And I'm Ed.
Yeah, and we are the Wheeler Dealers. Thank you very much. There was a couple of moments there me and Ed were quite pleased about. One was the picnic. Who was the picnic lady?
Me?
You? Yeah, we like a picnic, as you can see. So we're all in favour of the picnic.
I'm going to put your names down.
Put our names down. We love a picnic as long as there's jam sandwiches. We'll be there. And cucumber sandwiches. And the treasurer. Where's the treasurer? Hello, treasurer. Now, this was good. Because our fee for this evening is exactly $20,954.
It's still good. Just positive though. That's not it.
But we...
I just ran out of jam.
Sorry, I know you've gone deaf all of a sudden, but we'd like to donate that back to you on the Orange County Mustang Club. No, you got us just for the cost of a slice of pizza and a nice tea. That was about it. And we didn't even get that. It just turned up. Oh yeah, and some cookies over there.
What we have got is 130 hours of television we're going to put on right now.
Yes, so everyone sit down, relax. We're now just going to have a 2-hour slideshow presentation.
130 hours, so we can do all of it.
Yes, we can do.
So far.
Yeah, so let's fill you in with all things that's happening Wheeler Dealers.
I think there's at least 2 of you that even know who we are.
Yeah, so anyone here wants a show, put your hands up if you watch the show. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Okay.
The ones that didn't put your hands up.
Shame on you. Terrible taste.
So we've been running now. It's the just to give you a little bit of background information. The show started in 2002. We started making it. We actually went on screen in 2003. It's now the longest running car show in the world. It's since the demise of the other famous British show, Top Gear, with the grumpy Jeremy Clarkson who punched his producer. That show got cancelled off the air, and since the demise of that, Wheeler Dealers is now the world's biggest car show with 200 million viewers, in 220 territories.
Not bad, though.
So much so that we spawned some of our own copycat shows, like those gas monkey people. What are they? Willie Dealer got paid. Yeah, we've got about 30 copycat shows out there, and we're flattered by that because we must be doing something right. But over the years, we've worked on 130 cars. But we are pleased to say that right now we are exclusively making a show right here in California, in fact Southern California, in fact just down the road at Huntington Beach. Yeah! And Ed likes that because Ed likes surfing. Obviously you can see he's a very keen surfer. Every inch. Sorry, on the internet. That's surfing on the internet. That's the surfing he does. Silver surfer. There you go. Silver surfer.
I had to start with a Manning streak about 13 years ago, strangely. I don't know what happened there.
It's just
extra pressure, thank you.
Yeah, sorry about that. So 130 shows later, we're pleased to say we're making the show right here in California. It's really good. We've got a new shop at Huntington Beach we're very pleased with. Last season we was here, we did on our new deal, we did a run of 10 in the UK and a run of 10 in California, running 10 in the UK and another run of 10 in California. But the American shows worked so well, they were so well received, not only by the American audience, but everyone around the world, that the Discovery Channel that own Velocity, Discovery Channel decided to tell me and Ed that they don't want us to go back to England. We're going to pay you to live on the beach in California, and you can stay here in this sunshine. And
actually, hang on 1 second. What is with the fog today?
yes, what's going on? To get away from that.
Are we going to follow the PCH? I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, it was about it took about an hour and 20 minutes to get here, half an hour just queuing behind somebody on the PCH because I'm sure they've never seen fog before. But we're quite used to it, you know, once we see fog, we speed up. You know, that's an excuse to go faster. Just get through, you have to cut through it. Yeah, we're making the show now here. It was so well received that they've asked us to make it exclusively. We're just about to deliver you 16 brand new programs, so we're quite pleased with that. Is that good news? Yes, and we can top that news because on one of the shows, I'm the buyer. See, those of you who have not watched it, I'm the wheeler dealer guy. I go out there doing the deals, finding the cars, and I deliver them back to the world's greatest mechanic, my genius in the workshop. Yes, he's in the restroom. I couldn't find him, so I bring the cars back to the one and only Ed China. This season,
we're doing style.
Yes, no, we're not. No, this season, you may have seen in the past, we've done a 1967 Fastback, great car. We did it in Hunter Green. I found it here in California, took it back home to England. We did it in Hunter Green, turned out absolutely spectacular. The car was so cool, it was so good, that I went out immediately and found the sister car, and so I've got a 67 Fastback, which I have back at home in England. It's a complete nut and bolt job restoration. It is actually very nice. It was the lead car at this year's Mustang 50th celebrations in England at the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. They had 3,500 Mustangs from all over Europe come, and they used my car as the lead car. So that's one bit of news. But in the next run of 16 cars, I've been busy. And I went out and I bought myself a 1988 Fox Body ragtop. Nice car. I like it, you know. Yeah, there was a little bit of a disappointment. 5 litre, 5 speed. That car is kicking, I'll tell you. In fact, it's so good, I don't know if you know this, but between 1985 and 1988, the Ford engineers couldn't find any way to improve the car, so they simply didn't. They just left it as is. They were probably playing Scrabble or something, but they didn't touch the car. It's that good. And it still is good today. So we've got this Fox Body Mustang, riding along my Fox Body Mustang 5.0, ragtop down. I forget the lyrics of the song, but yeah. But the car, I describe it, it looks like Darth Vader's company car. It's black, you know. And it looks like the kind of thing Darth Vader would drive to work in. But it's so cool, and we're very excited about putting it together. So it gives me an opportunity to open it up to the room, because we are looking for a customer who would appear on the programme buying said car once it's been restored by the world's greatest mechanic.
And it'll be very reasonably priced.
Okay, so and it'd be reasonably priced. It was cheap in the first place. So we are looking for a customer. We're also looking for ways. It was, yeah. It's
cheap, good value.
Good value, yeah. The way I find them. It's also, we're trying to work our way round Californian laws. It's so difficult to do anything on a car here, isn't it? I mean, we're trying to find a way to get more power out of the car without it failing a smog test, or without it failing any kind of litigation that would have placed against us. It's fuel injected. We were going to change the throttle body for a bigger throttle body. Can't do that. Somebody had an idea behind the counter, or was you just shouting a pizza order? We'd take any pepperoni it. You want us to put pepperoni in the gas tank? So yeah, we're trying to find ways to improve the car. If any of you got any bright ideas how you can do that and still get it for a small... You could, what, sorry?
Get a Volkswagen computer chip.
Get a Volkswagen, that's a little bit emissions, sweetheart. I don't know if you know the trouble that Volkswagen are going through with their emissions. I sometimes, if I have a spicy meal, I'm a bit like Volkswagen. I have trouble with my emissions sometimes.
What you're going to do is buy 1975 and older cars don't have to be small.
I've already gone and bought an 88. That's not the answer we were looking for. That's terrible. That's bad answer. Bad answer. Take yourself to one corner of the room. Don't talk again. Unbelievable.
I thought that was going to be it. I thought we were going to...
Yeah, I know you thought we was going to have the answer. So anyway, listen, because I can talk for England, literally. The Queen is my auntie. I can stand here and talk about her forever. She is Auntie Queen. You know, she's the auntie. She's related to all of us. Didn't you know that?
Of course she's...
Of course she is. She's the Queen.
She's a whole other thing.
She's like the Queen Bee. You know, we're her workers. When every month when my cheque comes in, I have to give a proportion of it to her.
That is true.
So she's like passing money to mum. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to open it up to you guys. Has anyone here got a question that you're desperate to know about our show, about me and Ed, about what we're up to? Yeah, we got some guys over there.
Well, you want to stop talking either way.
Yeah, no, you can. I can be the. You know, you can ask me, or you can ask Ed, or ask both of us. I'm sure we'll answer. What's your name, first of all?
Kirk,
Kirk. What's your question?
what car have you not done that you want to do really bad?
Great question, Kirk. Thank you very much.
I think the first one that we've been looking for ages, I think we've actually priced ourselves, or it's priced us out of the market, is a Cuda. Not a Cuda, but you know, obviously with a proper Hemi engine. It's like we first talked about it probably, well, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, and then those, well, even longer than that, actually, I think 8 years ago. But at that point, the budget in the show was actually quite low. You know, we started at £1,000 up to 2,000 and carried on. And I think last year we were still looking, and they were like way over 100 grand. So, okay, so that car's gone. You know, same with the Duesenberg, same with, you know, so there's a few out there that we're probably never ever going to get to, as we do a lot of specials, or we're doing it 500 years from now.
Yeah, I mean, we get asked this question a lot, and I always change every time I've got a microphone in my mouth. It changes for me. You know, yeah, I can never remember what I said yesterday. There's so many cars out there that we haven't got to yet. I'd love to do a Rolls-Royce Corniche. You know, we've not done one of them yet. But I'd also like to do a Duesenberg. You know, I just think that'd be cool to do. There's so many.
Tractor. How cool would that be?
Okay. So, right, that's a good one. Thank you very much, Kirk. Next, anybody else got a question for us? This is your opportunity. I did Father Christmas is it, and you should have wore your red top. We could have had that sat on your knee a lot. Anybody else got a question for us?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Right down there.
I'll just go over here.
We'd like to see you at the Babylon Car Show all the time. It's pretty cool.
Thank you very much. Well, yeah, we've been doing that regularly. That's not really a question. That was a statement of fact. So well done. Yeah, so we're still scratching our heads over you weirdos doing these car shows at 4 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock. What the bloody hell's wrong with you people? Right? So we're still trying to get our heads around that. But recently, both me and Ed have been appearing at the Balboa car show, principally because we live on the peninsula. So it's easy to wander down to in the morning, you get woken up by a hot rod coming past your house, you might as well go and see it. If you want to find us on any given Sunday, Paul is he's like my security guard, Paul. When I'm at the Balboa car show, Mike, you with me? You're walking around here. Yeah, it is. And Paul's very good. So we go down to Balboa car show. It's really nice. Get to hang out with Barry Maguire, Ed, me, and just have a bit of fun. Yeah, so we might see you there. Yes, madam.
Why did you come over here? What was the big incentive to come over here? Why Southern California? Why where you are? When you think of every place you could have gone, why here?
Because we get paid a bloody lot of money.
Is this a loaded question? Are we going to have to go now? Is that what you're saying? I think, well,
Yeah, are you trying to get rid of us? No,
there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, I think when we first talked about it, one of the problems is obviously because the show's so popular, it's a case of trying to get as many episodes in a year as we probably could. So we were doing like 15, which is insane as it was. I think was it a couple of years back, we did 15 in 18 months. So they go, can you do 20 in a year? It's like, look at the maths. No, probably not. And then well, actually, if we were over here for half of the time, then actually we would guarantee good weather. That's one of the things that causes a lot of problems in the UK. But actually doing half of it in the UK, we get longer hours in the summer. It's kind of crazy. So actually it worked out the best of both worlds. And also it's not too hot in the winter over here. And of course obviously it's lovely in England in the summer. So that was really the first sort of start.
You're going back and forth during the year?
Yeah, so
we could buy cars from here and take over there and vice versa. So they're going to keep it interesting. But now we're here kind of permanently, I guess. So we're going to do 15 shows, 16 shows.
Yes, 16 shows. We're going to have our teeth whitened. I'm going to get a chiseled chest. I'm turning myself. Hey, ma'am, I'm turning myself into a Californian.
Are you going to say no?
I'm married in England. I'm only married in England. I'm available. I'm available.
Oh, I'll call and tell her.
Yeah, you're in so much trouble now. But Molly's thankfully.
I've probably turned it off there, haven't I? That one. There you go.
It's also, obviously, Huntington Beach, is a pretty legendary place for cars. I mean, and also where we are down at Newport, there are so many car people. I mean, like you guys, it's amazing. And also, I guess California is a pretty awesome state because you have everything. You have every kind of scenario for us. Countryside, sea, snow, whatever. We went back last season. We did a little thing, Volkswagen thing. And we actually went from the snowy mountains, really snowy, just after that bit where the snow melted, down to the beach where there was no sun because it was raining. It was great. But, normally that would have been great. It's amazing. We can't really do that in the UK or even in Europe. It's quite hard to do. So it's great to be here for that reason too.
Yes, sir.
Ed and Mike, it's so great to watch your program.
Oh, you must have turned it off. Let's have a look.
We got to turn it
We have
on.
a technical.
Yeah, shall I do it for you?
Just overcoming a technical opportunity.
There you go. I think you've.
Maybe you run out of power.
There you go. There you go. You're back in the room.
Ed and Mike, it's so great to watch your program, and it's so nice to have you here tonight. But Ed, you make it look so simple.
Well, that's kind of my job, isn't it?
But my question is, how long does it typically take for you to get the car, put it back together, and
Well, it's a good question. I mean, we have about...
Too long.
Yeah, well, maybe. Well, too short. I mean, the thing is, we think, well, literally it takes us, the best we've ever done is, say, 20 shows in a year. But I mean, typically it's about sort of 3 weeks of actual filming time for each car. Like right now we're doing a car, I can't possibly tell you it's called now. And
2 weeks on the road.
we are going to take it away, obviously go to paint. So obviously in that 3 weeks doesn't actually take that into account. So obviously we'll get to a point, get to the paint, and take it away, just as you guys would. I'm playing the part of you guys basically. So you wouldn't necessarily paint the car yourself if that's the case. You'd send it away, and then in 6 weeks' time or whatever, it'd come back and off we go again. So and we try not to show you all the really dull stuff because there's a lot of that, as you'd imagine. So yeah, it's kind of that's the normal kind of time. Sometimes we get a really tough project. Like way back we did the Bentley, not something like that was an absolute nightmare. That was the first time. That was the toughest car at that point because it took forever. And then I guess we did the Buick as well. That took a long time. Bel Air, wasn't it?
The Bel Air, yeah. Typically on the ramp, we call it ramp time. So a car sits on the ramp. When he says 3 weeks, that's from me buying it and doing a test drive and driving it back to the workshop, and then you've got the sale at the end and the test drive at the end. That's 3 weeks per show. But the actual ramp time, the car being in the workshop, being worked on, is only about 2 weeks. And we take a car from a scrapper, you know, something you crush, and we turn it into a work of art within...
Is that actually an option, just out of interest?
What, scrapping?
Yeah, when you bring one of those cars.
No. We rescue cars. We don't scrap them. We do it from a scrapper to a work of art in genuinely 2 weeks. And if you think it's a big team, it's not. It's me, Ed, and we've got our on-screen mechanic sometimes is little Paul, or we have little Phil on screen.
So they can get into the smaller space.
Yeah, so you can send, and that's it, basically. And that's why he's got, you know, grey hair, and I'm sitting in the back office eating pizza all the time, you know, so that's why, but no, it's really about 2 weeks. Some cars, they can go through the workshop in about, you know, 8 or 9 days, and some go through the workshop in about 18 or 19 days. But over the course of a year, if you averaged it out, we restore a car every 2 weeks.
And yet still somehow we're there to get any holiday. I don't know how that worked out.
Yes. Well, we haven't had a holiday. I haven't had one for years. Anybody else got a question for us? Yes. Oh, you're all going. Yes.
Before the show, was you a real mechanic? Was you a mechanic before the show started?
Kind of. It's kind of a weird one. I basically, I've got a degree in product design, as you do, obviously. My dad was a rocket scientist. That has nothing to do with this at all. But I was just really into cars. I took them apart all the time, and I guess sometimes I started putting them back together again. And then, kind of after uni and whatever, I just started messing around with, I made like shortened, you know, like the wedgies, I don't know what you call them, it's like 25 Volkswagen vans. And like cut the sliding door with that, make it much shorter, all that kind of furry Beetles, as you do again. I made lots of weird stuff. I'm really into kind of pushing the boundaries of the law. In the UK, it's a lot easier. I've got a driving sofa, there's 87 miles an hour, set the world record years ago. You've got driving beds, all that kind of crazy stuff. And that was what I was really interested in. And then somebody kind of noticed that, and then ended up getting into TV. And that's kind of how it started. So it's really about my interest in how things work, and then maybe sometimes how to fix them. But that kind of got us into the car scene over here. And then of course then we got chucked together with Dealers, and originally it was called, I think it was Grand Autos, the original working title, because they were grand, it was for £1,000. And then kind of literally when we first started all those years ago, we had no idea that it was going to be this massive, you know, and it just, I think there's something about the timeliness. You start with a wreck and you end up with something quite shiny at the end. And then there's sort of all these variance curves of rumours and stuff. You know, there's sort of like the whole fun thing of you guys know what Mike's done and what he's thought, what I'm about to be in for, and I don't know, and all that. So it's all those elements, it seems, work with the rest of the world. 220 countries, in fact, is quite like the show.
Yeah, it's quite. I think there's only 222 in the whole world. So yeah, we're in a lot of them. Somebody else here had a question for us. Yes, young lady, and you, madam. I'll come back to you. 1 second. Hello, gorgeous. What's your question?
You mentioned that a Bentley was one of the most difficult cars. It's still the most difficult one you've done.
Yeah, let me explain why. So a Bentley, 1987 Bentley, is a very, very well engineered British car. And I bought that car at exactly the same time I bought an original Fiat 500, a little Cinquecento from Italy. And Ed was working on both cars at exactly the same time in the workshop. And the trunk lid of the Bentley, it took a whole day to remove just the trunk lid because the latch, the handle, had 1,500 screws, pins, needles, springs. It was made out of solid. It was like opening a laptop computer. You know, bing, things went everywhere. And it took a whole day for Ed just to remove the trunk lid. Yet we took the whole Fiat 500 down to the shell in a day. So we stripped
the whole car. It was like
the whole car.
It was a fight all the way. And of course, foolishly, we went to change the colour. And then, of course, we had to do all the door shots. And we had to take everything else apart as well. Yeah, so it was one of those things where it looked awesome when it was finished. And I think it's one of the most satisfying jobs we've done at the time. Because it was so much effort. And I think that's one of those things. You know, I'm very lucky in a way that I don't ever get the chance to stop and go, you know what, I can't be bothered, I'm going to go have a cup of tea. Because then the cameraman's going, hang on, action.
Keep going, keep going.
That bit where we all get to in a project, you know, I have that, all these guys spurring me on with whips and chains and stuff.
We've got one going to sleep over there, there's one just nodding off. Come on, slap him, somebody. Right, yeah, yes, young lady.
I just had a question. Where are you from in England?
We're both actually not too far away from each other. We're from London.
But he is a Cockney.
I'm a Cockney, so I'm born the East End of London, under the sound of the Bow Bells. So that makes me officially a Cockney. All right, Mary Poppins, me old sweetheart. All right, my love. So I'm a Cockney, but Ed is from the posher part of Londinium. So we're absolutely opposites. We really are, but we love each other to bits. So, yes, sir. Question for you?
Do you auction out the cars? Do you say that you have, or do you just look for salespeople?
No, we look to sell the cars on. I advertise the cars online like you would do when you finish a car.
So you know the car that you're gonna make or do on that show?
Yeah, I mean, look, me and Ed spend an awful lot of time together.
How does the person find out which car you're gonna...
Yeah, well, we've got 16 cars. We're just about to run through the workshop. We're not allowed to tell you what they are, but they range in price from a Fox Body Mustang, which I just told you about. We're working on a Corvair at the moment. Did I say that? I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say a 500 SEC AMG, a Mercedes 560 SL. I'm not allowed to say a Ford Bronco, 1965 Ford Bronco, another good car. Yeah, so, I mean, I've been quite busy buying cars, lots of cars, and they're all running through the workshop, and they're all going to be amazing when they're finished. And, you know, just as a parting shot, and this is worth sharing with you because it's a little ethos that both of us stick to. We've been restoring cars I've been restoring cars before I met Ed. You know, I'm a son of a famous car customizer. I was brought up with car restorations. That's my life, and I was a car dealer all my life. And it's worth remembering this. If any of you are going to embark on a project yourself, where you're going to get a car and you want to restore it, and you want to put the time and the effort and the labour in to get that car to a show, so you can take it to Balboa and come and meet us and just show that car off. Be warned, you know, some cars, for us, they come into the workshop, some cars come in and they are so open arms. They come in like this, saying, please rescue me. Everything will unbolt easily. I'm ready to be rescued. I'm ready to be transformed. And they are sweet little cars. They come in and they want to be rescued. They talk to me. They talk to Ed. They tell us that they want us to repair them. But on the flip side of that, other cars come in and they're a bit like Mike Tyson. They put the boxing gloves on and they will fight you. They will bite your ear off. That's Evander Holyfield. They will fight you every step of the way. Every nut bolt won't undo. Everything breaks. Everything you tried to put back on the car won't fit. They become a real pain in the arse, those cars. Okay, they really do. But the reason I'm saying this is because once the car's finished, the end result is so worth it. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in this room who've got fabulous cars, but the reward you get when you're smoking down the road behind the wheel of your Mustang, of your car.
Not obviously because you haven't done it.
Yeah, no, smoking is cruising down the road. That's how we say it in England. The reward that you get and the feeling you get for that is immeasurable in terms of the effort, the time, the busted knuckles, the broken nails that you put into it. So it is well worth doing, and that's why we love the job that we do.
I read on the internet, which only speaks the truth, you all know that.
Yes.
That one of you gentlemen, and I can't remember which one, stripped for money at private parties. I would like to know if this is true, and would you like to comment on that?
You can leave your hat on. You can leave. Should we go for the whole? No. One more little thing that we're going to share with you. We are strictly told we're not allowed to tell you anything tonight because there are a lot of people. Some of you might be magazine editors. Some of you people might be working in the media. We don't know.
You might even have telephones.
So we're strictly. But we are about to embark. Me and Ed have just bought a 1916 Cadillac. It's a Type 53. It's the world's first production V8. It's the first car, not the first one. It's not the first one. It's the world's first production V8 car. It's the first car ever that had the pedal box in the right configuration. Clutch on the left, brake in the middle, accelerator on the right.
Key start.
Both me and Ed have just put a key start. So there's a lot of innovation in this car. Me and Ed have just bought one of those. And we are about to embark next year on the biggest journey of our lives, because from next June we're going to go to where this man's namesake is from. We're going to go to the Great Wall of China, and we're going to take part in the Peking to Paris rally in a 1916 Cadillac V8. we hope to film that. Well, we are filming it, and we're going to bring it to you as a 3-hour special. So there'll be a couple of specials at the end of the current run of Wheeler Dealers where we buy the car and restore it, and then on the new season of Wheeler Dealers, it'll be the adventure itself. It's us getting to China and trying to 35 days living together in a car, in a tent, cuddled up. It's cold in that Mongolian desert. I've been told it's cold. You'll be all right. Don't worry. 9,000 miles. You'll be all right. Don't worry. We can spoon. We can spoon. Spoon. I like it. I like it. You'll be all right. Don't worry. You just need.
Has anybody got a 1916 Cadillac V8 engine that's fully?
Yeah, a spare. That's what we want. Yeah, we need a spare. Anyway, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you're an awesome bunch of people. It's been a real pleasure to be here. I've got one more guy with his hands up who's desperate.
I think what this young man right here is trying to get at is how does one get in line to buy one of your cars when you get ready to sell it after it's gone through the shop?
I will advertise every single car from this season onwards on social media. So if you follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, just look up Wheeler Dealer. You'll see it. It's got millions of followers. So just go to that site, and we're going to advertise the cars online.
And you can obviously what happens is when you're interested in buying a car you like, obviously give us a shout, and then of course you actually get to buy it on camera.
On camera. So you're actually on the show.
Be on camera. So if you're buying a car secretly, you want the wife to know. Probably not brilliant. She's going to find out if she wasn't.
She will find out.
In mind, but yeah, it'd be really cool to have you guys find the cars.
Sorry, Ronnie.
You can hide it from your wife because the show doesn't air for a few weeks after it's done.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, do that. It's only going to be repeated 3,000 times.
I found that the Mustang, the '67 that I bought, just coincided with a diamond ring. Just exactly the same time. It was like, look what I got for you. I got you this diamond ring. Oh, that's amazing. By the way, it's 67 fastback Mustang. It was like
I did once actually buy a
simple as that.
orange Rolls Royce at Shadow 2 and did try that. I managed to hide it from my wife for almost a month until I left the keys in one of my pockets, which of course she washed for me. And then she goes, do you need these? A little bit. Just so morning. No.
Yeah, I
completely rumbled.
I left another woman's bra in Michelle's pocket. That didn't go down too well. Anyway, listen, you've been awesome people. It's so nice to talk to you. Thank you very much, and we look forward to you enjoying our show in the future. We've got a little bit of salad to eat. And notice I said salad there. And then if you want to get a picture with us after we've eaten. Unlike Roddy. If you want to get a picture with us, then please feel free to come and find us, and we'll have a picture with any of you.
He's going to try and jump the queue, dude. You notice that? Is that why he's president?
1, 2, 3. There you got it.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Mr. President, sir. Thank you very much, guys.
Mike Brewer and